messed it up.
Do it again. One more time. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Overcoming Addiction Through Secular Means. Today's episode might surprise you a little, but I'm actually grateful and happy that I developed CHS, cannabis hyperemesis syndrome. For me, it was the turning point, the breakthrough, the epiphany that I needed in my life to finally quit this stupid habit once and for all. I wanted to stop smoking back in 2018, and I just never got around to it because I wasn't brave enough to face it. But now, looking back at these last 2 years and a half, and all the time that I've wasted, I don't see it as wasted time because it was the events in the past that have led me to this moment. Now, the past is just a memory, and any artifact that you have of the past is simply a representation of that. The past isn't an actual event or a destination like many believe that is achievable with the right technology. Only the present moment exists, and we must cherish that. And I feel like drugs, and not just because keep in mind that the name of the episode is Overcoming Addiction. So I'm speaking in a general term, but I feel like drugs sort of create the illusion that everything's okay, and it sort of numbs you to reality or to whatever is going on. I think that the best way, and keep in mind that this is all subjective, reality is subjective. The only way we could ever witness reality is through our eyes. We'll never be able to actually witness objective reality. We come to a agreement, and the closest thing that we have to witnessing objective reality is the scientific method. But I feel that drugs just create a complete illusion. And the best way to face reality, once again, my subjective opinion, the best way to face reality is when you're completely in tune with nature and those that are around you. That's another reason why I left Facebook, which I call it fuck book or fad book. Read a real book. But the reason that I left Facebook was because I felt that I was investing my time in topics that had absolutely nothing to do with me, and I was basically reading the thoughts of others from miles away, and I feel like this is a huge waste of time. We should be using our time either educating ourselves or entertaining ourselves. And the only reason that I even got Facebook in the first place was because I wanted to reconnect with family. For a long time, I've lived on my own. I was a little bit of a nomad, and I lived miles and miles away. I was living in Nashville, Tennessee. I was very distant from my family, and I was completely misguided by the 12-step program, which I hate the 12-step program because, well, I hate those groups, those anonymous groups, because I just don't understand how they want to maintain, they want to stay anonymous, yet they want to tell you their whole life story. It's sort of like duality. They want to remain a mystery, yet at the same time, they're an open book. And a lot of the people that I was sharing a space with in Marijuana Anonymous, they were just completely unrelatable, because the funny thing about me is that I was actually successful when I was smoking marijuana. Now, marijuana has a way of making you delusional, and I wasn't like, very successful the way I would present myself. I had a small business, but it was just that. It wasn't anything major. But while I was smoking a lot of marijuana, I would brag about the small little business that I started at the old renovating apartments at the old apartment complex where I used to live. I would brag about that like if it was the greatest thing in the world. And I mean, it was all right. It wasn't. It was the illusions of a grandeur. But I'm finally glad that the haze is gone, and I'm 14 days sober now. This isn't my first attempt at sobriety. I've tried it before. One of the things that I really like is the pride, how proud I am of myself. Like, even though right now I feel completely monotone, I feel like there is a complete stagnation. Nothing seems to bring me joy or pleasure. Just, I feel like there is a complete stagnation in my mind. I wasn't even going to do this video, but something just occurred to me, and I said, you know what? Let's broadcast myself. I had an idea, telling myself, you know what? This is actually a good thing that I got CHS. And for those of you who have been with me since the beginning, since the very first video, since the prototype, I want to actually thank you. Even though I really don't care if you watch the video or not, to be honest, but I want to thank you, because what you're actually doing is you're witnessing my evolution. And even though I don't sound like it, I am very excited, and I feel hopeful for what the future brings. And I mean, sure, I feel a little bit stressed and anxious and depressed, and my blood pressure is a little high, but I know it's just temporary, and I'm actually for the first time embracing these symptoms. And when I first when I first sort of figured out that I had CHS, I was in complete denial, because I love to smoke, and now I'm kind of happy that I don't have to smoke anymore, and I don't envy those that still do. I mean, I don't feel like people who smoke necessarily have better lives than those that don't. And right, I wanted to make this video just to sort of talk to you guys. And also, I'm looking for friends. So I don't know. I live in the state of Louisiana. If you guys want to, I just moved here. I don't know anybody here. And if any of you feel that you want to reach out to me, you're more than welcome. I mean, if there's somebody else going, that's another problem I have, is that basically I'm not gonna say any names, but everyone that's around me is a drug user, and they feel, I don't know what they think. I feel like they think I'm exaggerating about how I feel, but I really don't care. But at the same time, I don't feel like I can talk to them. So that's another reason why I'm making this video, is because I'm reaching out to whoever's going through the same thing. Now, please keep in mind that I'm an atheist, and if you're a theist, I really don't want to hear about your God, because I feel like your God should either belongs in your head. Your faith and your personal beliefs should play absolutely no role on daily events. So just a heads up that I am an atheist, and I wouldn't call myself a militant atheist, but I just have this huge disdain for theists, or I don't know. I just don't. I just don't under. I'm saving you some time, but I am looking for friends, and I do play a lot of Smash Brothers Ultimate and chess. I forgot to mention I'm on chess.com under chessdragon_z. If you're looking for a little challenge, but once again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll be signing off. Take care. Peace.
Whoops, you know what the music means. Our time is up.